Well, hello guys, and welcome to Coloritaville. This is Donna, and today I have the Caliart 121 brush marker set that I want to take a look at with you guys. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. The first thing I did notice is that it has a nice canvas bag. The bag feels very almost slick a little. I think maybe it has maybe some nylon in the bag. It may even be a nylon bag, but I mean, it's very much canvas-like, but I think maybe some nylons in there. So that was the first thing I noticed was the feel. It's got a soft, almost sleek feel to it. So this arrives in the bag. It does not have a shoulder strap or anything like the Ohuhus that I showed you just the other day. It does have the handle on top that you can pick up and carry with that. Okay, and let's open these babies up. And when you open it up, all the markers are inside. This is, yes, guys, this is one of those floppy cases. There's not any sections inside. So I would probably recommend getting a marker storage bag that will hold 120 markers. Since your 121st is a colorless blender, you can always keep that colorless blender like on a side table or something like that. So I would probably recommend getting one of those. And I'll leave a link down in the description to what I'm talking about. If you just check down in the description, there'll be a link to a storage system for your markers. That's just so much easier than this. You'll thank me later. All right. So you get 120 colors and one colorless blender in the set. On the markers, we'll take a little bit of a closer look at the marker itself. The marker is very sleek. It is round, very similar to the size of a Crayola water marker, you know, the bigger ones. It is round. Each end has little nibs on them to keep it from rolling on your desk, which is nice. Each end is clearly marked if it's the brush or the chisel, and there is a gray ring around the end with the brush. Thank you, Caliart. I love having that. These open up to show us the nice brush nibs. It is a nice size nib, and it does come to a fairly good point. On first inspection, you know, I do believe that the nib has a lot of give in it, which is good. And we'll put a few down on a sheet of paper just to kind of test, because all I did so far is just a quick swatch with these. On the other end, you have your chisel. On each end, the color name and number is clearly marked. And what I do absolutely love about the Caliarts is they do include a barcode sticker on the back, which contains your color number as well as your marker number. Now, having said that, I went in and I found a color chart from Caliart that had all of their color names and numbers listed and in the order I'm assuming that they recommend. So I followed that to do my swatch. And I noticed this on more than just one marker. There was several markers, but this is the one that I kept out to take note on. This, according to the end, says it is G318 Chartreuse. Guys, anyone who's been coloring for any length of time knows that color is not Chartreuse. Okay, it's not. And there you go. You see, not Chartreuse. It's just not. And when you flip this over and you look on the back, you'll find out that this is actually G138, which the number is correct, and it's ocean green. not chartreuse. As a matter of fact, chartreuse is not even listed as a color in the 121 set. According to Caliart, it was listed as number 318, ocean green. And I noticed that on a few more, I believe. I'm trying to think. I believe it was salmon pink and was it something white? I'm trying to look and see if maybe I can find it real quick. I believe it was something white. Pearl white. Yes. Pearl white is 710 pearl white, 710 pearl white, 701 salmon pink, 701 salmon pink. However, on their chart, they had it listed as 701 pearl white and 710 salmon pink, or pearl. 701 was listed as pearl white and 710 was listed as salmon pink. So they had the names backwards on these two markers. So I don't know if that's something that's going on like in every single set. So, maybe check, be sure, to kind of check that if you're going based off of their suggested swatches. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the swatches that I did, and I'm going to be honest, I have no idea where they came up with this at. What I did is I went ahead and I swatched out the markers and I cut them down so I could lay it into here and zip it up and taped it all together. So you're going to get a little bit of shine from the lights. But the color order, and this is straight off of one of their Caliart's advertisements for their markers, and it's their color order. So don't roll your eyes and think, oh my God, she has no idea. And if any of this makes sense to you, will someone please leave me a comment down below and explain to me why this makes sense? Okay. All right. So these are their swatches from Caliart. And I think maybe if I move this, you guys will be able to see them a little better. Let me actually zoom in. And I'll try to get these so the light's not. There we go. So it's not glaring so bad. Okay, so you have starting with a brown and then going into brownish yellows and then back into darker browns. And then here was that first 710. I wrote 710 down. And they wanted 710 to be salmon pink. So I'm assuming this is where salmon pink should have been. But it ended up where this one was because of that whole little thing. But then it goes in and you have, I guess, the oranges. And then it comes up here. And I don't understand this. It throws two greens in and then goes into yellows, which was kind of strange. And then back into greens. And then all of a sudden to a blue gray and a blue and then back into green and then into gray and then another green and then green grays and then another green and then back into your blues. But there's like no rhyme to reason here. At least I don't see any. It's just your blues and some blue greens mixed together. Black and back into your blue grays again. And then the other swatches are here. And you have, like I said, it's into your grays. And then you kind of go into like your back into your reds, which are like your purple colors. And there's some skin tones here. And then some more like violet purples and then a couple pinks. Oh, and then back into this and then into reds and then back into blues and some blue greens and ending in blue. So I got this right off of their website. This is the color order that was listed for not their website, but one of where I had seen that the 121 was advertised. So that's the way it was done on there. I don't know. I don't understand why that is as it is. But I swatched them exactly based off the advertisement for the markers. So, okay. So I'm going to put this just off here to the side for a minute. And I'm going to grab my handy dandy notebook. I'm going to grab my handy dandy notebook, and we're just going to take a look at some of these, because as you can tell, these are very small swatches, and I really wasn't able to get a good feel for the brush. I haven't colored with these yet, so they are as they came, and I'm just going to grab one, you know, maybe from each kind of color family per se, and put it down, because I want to make sure that there's uniformity between these nibs. That was my one complaint with the Ohuhu markers. And so let's see here. I'm just going to do a little bit of scribbles and just kind of test out. Okay, so this has a wonderful give to that marker. The brush is definitely very soft and very pliable. I like that. Okay, yep, I like that brush. Yes, the really hard fiber type nibs, they fray so easy. So I really like to see these soft, yes, very soft nibs. Okay. Yep. All right, uniformity so far. That's wonderful. Let's try here. Good. Still the same kind of nib. And you do have to go a little slower with brush markers to get a good, really good, nice coverage. As you see, they get kind of streaky if you go fast with them. So, you know, with our bullet nibs and chisels, it's much easier to go fast and still get a really solid lay down. All right, let me see. Let me grab this green and see what happens here. Yep, still a very nice nib. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's go for a little bit of a darker green and see. Yep, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, let's go into some of these red and red blues. Very good. Nice nib. Like it, like it. Yeah. So I'm getting a very, all these nibs seem to be the same, which is awesome. And I'm jumping around in the color families, because when I looked at the Ohuhus, it was only a whole color family, which was the yellow greens and just a few grays. So I thought it would be a good idea to kind of hop around between the different colors to kind of check and get a little bit of a feel. That's good. Let's try some of the grays. Some of the darker grays. Okay. Yep. Black. Yep. Yep. Here's one of the blue greens. Yep. Okay, so if I see any differences in the uniformity as I go along coloring with these, I will let you know. But I've kind of grabbed one from the different color families, as you can see, and I've laid it down, and there is uniformity between those brushes. So definitely 2 thumbs up there. As far as what would I personally think now that we've tried both the Ohuhu and we've tried the Caliarts, I'm going to tell you it's probably a toss-up. If I had not experienced any, if I had not experienced the nibs and the Ohuhu being not 100% uniformed, I would probably still be 100% all about those. However, with that being said, there seems to be complete uniformity in this set. So that's something to take into account. I do like the case that the Ohuhus come in much better. I do like the option of a shoulder strap. I do like there being sections inside the bag to store those in, so you don't have to sit and constantly just search, because, you know, trust me, guys, it takes a long time. If you are looking for one color, you will spend more time doing this than coloring. So, you know, when they're like this, I find it hard to work with that. And so, yeah, so I would choose Ohuhu in that regard. Price wise, these babies are so much cheaper, for about $60. And there was a coupon for about $60. You can get these 121 compared to 121 Ohuhus. So you're talking a lot cheaper. However, comma, if this is not okay with you and you don't already have a marker case at home, a marker case is going to run you about $20 to $25, which at that point you're right up at the price for the Ohuhu brush markers. So I would honestly say it's going to be about your preferences. I do feel like these are much more uniformed. I do think there's issues with color names and things like that on the markers, matching the stickers on the back. But, you know, I would take uniformity over those kind of things any day. However, my holdup, in my opinion, is the storage, because these are just going to be really hard to deal with without a storage bag if you're the type of person that likes things neat and orderly when you color. So yeah, it's personal preference and personal, you know, toss up. The colors look great. They look vibrant. I still say that Caliart has darker, many more darker colors than Ohuhu. Ohuhu seems to have some brighter colors available, but you know, and you can kind of see, I kind of knew what colors I wanted to swatch out. So, you know, okay, so there we have it. Let me know what you think. I am going to be doing a color and chat using these markers in some new coloring books from an artist that I had never heard of, and look for that. I have flip throughs of that artist book coming up also. So yeah, look for the color and chat and you'll get to see more these babies more in action. I will leave links down in the description just below to the 121 set of Caliart brush markers on Amazon. I will also leave a link to the most affordable storage solution that I can find for these also down in the description below. I use those type of storage for my markers also. So please remember to like the video, share this video with your friends, and please subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell to be notified of all my future videos. Join us over in the Facebook group. Links to the Facebook group is also in the description. Thanks so much. And until next time, guys, peace, love, and happy coloring. Bye, guys.